Hello, lovely, and welcome to the Essence of Expression podcast. Get ready to explore insights, lessons, practices, and wisdom from life for life. I'm your host, Arejay, healer, teacher, student, and sage. I'm excited and honored to have you with me on this journey. Let's dive in. Today, I want to talk to you a bit about taking control of your experiences. And this is coming up because recently I was having a conversation with loved ones, and one of them expressed considering getting a dog because she didn't feel safe. Now, I completely understand the concept of, having a guard dog, having attack dogs. I get it. But my first question was really like, why, if you feel unsafe, is your response to put your safety or the responsibility of your safety and feeling safe in the hands of something external to you, right? That can be distracted, can run off, can be any number of things, right? Like it can be taken from you. And then you're kind of back to square one, or even worse, right? Because now people know that you're scared and you've already tried to do something. They were prepared for that. But my thought was really just trying to understand why the answer seemed to be to turn this over to something external, and not permanent, right, to herself to rectify this. And I think a lot of us do this. I think it's something we're very easily trained for, and a perspective that's, kind of easy to fall into, especially when it comes to how we're feeling and experiences. And it's a lot of kind of a very passive mindset that a lot of people have, where things happen to them, and it's not avoidable, or there's no part that they have in it happening or in preventing it or anything like that. And I'm not saying that there aren't instances where shitty things just happen, but I am saying that there is a large part of our experience that we contribute to, that we can change ourselves, right? And we don't have to put the onus on something else to be able to change that experience. So I want to ask you guys to think about for a minute, where might you be placing the responsibility for your experience, and especially for your emotional experiences, onto something or someone outside of yourself, right? And as you think of that, especially if it's an emotional experience that you want to change because you don't like experiencing what you're experiencing, then what are the active ways that you might be able to change that, right? And as you think of those ways, now take a look at them objectively, and how many of those are completely outside of you, and how many of them involve you doing something and it's something internal to you. So if we're looking to change our experiences, one of the things to ask yourself is, what different understanding do I need to have to be able to change this, right? What knowledge might I be able to get to change this? What training or practice might I be able to undertake to make this change? And one of the things that's really powerful about you being the one to change circumstances and experiences is that once you learn how to do it, you can do it again and again and again, right? So it's never really back to square one anymore. No matter what comes up, no matter what you run into, you can get you can get yourself to the experiences that you want to have, right? You know how to change that. So I want to invite you to, if there is an experience, especially if there's like an emotional experience that you want to change, like ask yourself, what can I do to change this for myself, right? And sometimes you may not know the answer to that right away. And sometimes, sometimes these things are much easier to see from like the outside perspective, right? Which is fine. Like it may just be something as simple as like, hey, we're going to have a conversation. Or, if you really feel stuck, like go ask somebody. Or it might be hiring a coach to work with, right? To get you to be able to see these blind spots and guide you through how you can move through this effectively, right? But the goal is to be able to, yes, change the experience, right? So that you're having the experience that you want to have. And also to be able to do it in a way that is less reliant on things outside of your control, and in a way that allows you to be able to do it time and time again. Thank you for your time and attention. If you enjoyed this episode, follow the show. And if someone came to mind while you were listening, share this episode with them. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night or day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.